Shalom Akim, Shalom Yasharallah. First off, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakak B'dash, giving double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth to rule well. Shalom to you sincere sisters out there, to the Akwafyam, and Shalom to the sincere brothers out there, the Akim. All right, I'm going to get started with putting away the old and, bringing in the new, which can also go into the baptism, which is by wisdom. All right, like it says in Luke, in Matthew, in Mark. All right, talks about being renewed through the Spirit. All right, and then 1 Peter 3 also, it speaks about basically being renewed. All right, being born again and being baptized, not by putting away of filth. All right, and putting away of filth would be water. All right, but this word is likened unto water. All right, but this is the pure water, which is the truth. All right, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, the wisdom. All right, that's the pure water. All right, so this is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 15. For all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might, through the thanksgiving of many, rebound to the glory of Yahweh. All right, so Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has given us this beautiful thing to do. All right, a task that we are to go to the highways and the hedges. All right, we're supposed to teach, we're supposed to admonish, all right, and rebuke if you have to rebuke. But the main thing is bringing back the righteous into the nation, into Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, which would be out of the nation of Israel. All right, because that's the only people He's ever loved. All right, the only people He's ever dealt with, and Lord willing, I'll get into that in a minute as well. All right, but it says, verse 16, for which cause we faint not. All right, and that's why you see the brothers working so hard, especially at Great Millstone. You'll see brothers just post up videos after videos after videos. Ella Tahar putting up videos after videos after videos, helping us see the wickedness of Esau, Edom. All right, seeing the devices that he has planned out to go against us. All right, so we are not left in ignorance, you see, and helping us, showing us what we are to do. All right, which is keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities. All right, be, that's the spirit, man. There's this work truck over here, and it says reliable. All right, and that's what we're supposed to be, reliable. All right, and if, like the scriptures say, woe is me if I preach not the gospel. So we're supposed to do away with the old, which is the Christian way of thinking, Catholic way of thinking, the worldly way of thinking, which is do as thou willest. All right, we're supposed to be putting that away and start putting on our holy garments. All right, that doesn't mean literally put on your holy garments, you see, but it says might through the thanksgiving of many rebound to the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, for which cause we faint not. All right, so we're not trying to faint. All right, so let's look at that word faint. All right, in soccer, in Spanish, in Spanish, whenever I would play soccer, and you would do a fake move, all right, you would feint with your right foot. You do a left foot step over the ball, and then you would pull the ball a different direction. All right, that's to trick your opponent. All right, so feint is another way of fake. All right, so let's look at this. It says ekakeo. All right, it says to be utterly spiritless, to be weirded out, exhausted. All right, so you're not supposed to be exhausted in the in the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, don't be what's that scripture say? I forgot how you say it in the Greek, but it comes from that root word to exhaust. All right, but that other word means to not be sincere. You see, but it says for which cause we faint not. Oh, Salakia. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish. All right, so in the outward appearance, all right, we're what's it called? We're not according to the world. All right, how the world wants us to be. All right, that we're not walking in the ways of the world, that we want to be this way and we want to do that. All right, and not taking our lives into being scary like these 2/3 and like the rest of the people are. All right, they're scared of not being part of the world, and that's exactly what we want. We want to be far away from the world. You see, it says but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. All right, and that's only through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You see, only through that. So the outward man may perish, all right, which is the carnal man, the one that wants to do things of this world, the one that wants to follow the younglings to go out into the parties, the one that wants to go out to bars and pick up women all the time and wants to, do all these things of the world, But though that outward man perish, because we're putting away the old and bringing in the new. All right, it says, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. All right, so that's why reading is so important. All right, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of thy salvation. Like it says in Isaiah 33. And that's something that we have to, start doing. Being more spiritual and less carnal. It says that for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. You see, so all these things that you're doing, like Yahweh Shai told the apostles, all right, you haven't left anything. You see, you haven't left anything in this world, all right, because basically saying, roughly paraphrasing, but in the new world, all right, all things are going to be made new, and you're going to have much more than what you lost in this world. All right, so you really didn't lose anything, you gained. You see, same thing like Job. What Job had to go through, he didn't really lose, he won. All right, because in the end, he had tenfold, all right, 100-fold. He had a woman that followed him, and he had more children. You see, so Job had hell that he had to go through. You see, in like Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 says, as being tried, as gold is tried in the fire. You see, so we're being made pure. We're being made pure, Salakia. We're being made pure through the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, because he chasteneth every son that he receiveth. And what son is he that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai chasteneth not? He is not a son but a bastard, you see. So you would be a bastard if you're not going through certain things. All right, you'd be a bastard if you're not in this truth. That's why it says, for our light affliction in verse 17, which is but for a moment, worketh for us as far more exceeding an eternal weight of glory. You see, so it's a light affliction, man. Whatever you go through, whatever type of stuff that you have to go through your life, it's light. Even unto the end, when things really, really get hard, all right, when you're gonna have to make some serious decisions because they might have your wife at gunpoint and tell you to take the chip or else you're gonna perish, and your wife, and that might scare you, but you have to be spiritual and realize that if you lose in this life, you gain the next. All right, that's why it says they which how does it go? They which seek their life shall lose it, and those that shall find their life, or how does it go? Let me see if I can find it. Seek life, lose. Salakia. Seek whosoever shall seek to save his life, in Luke 17:33, whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. Now, how is that possible? How can you lose your life and gain it, or gain your life and lose it? You see, and being spiritual is talking about this kingdom and the next kingdom. All right, so if you seek to save your life in this kingdom, you're going to lose it. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to come back and destroy you. And whosoever shall lose his life, all right, in this world, shall preserve it. So if you lose your life here, you're going to be, all right, gained in the next kingdom. You see, that's why the scripture says, glory to those that remain. All right, glory to those that remain. And who remain? The elect. All right. So it says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. All right, because we don't move by sight. You see, the spiritual man doesn't move by sight. You see, but by faith. It says, for the things which are seen are temporal. You see, for the things of this world. That's why it says, count everything, that you lose as dung, as a piece of shit, and that's why it says, if you have a woman, act as if thou has not. So if you have a woman, act like you don't, not in the sense that you go out to party or you go out to do all these things, but being spiritual, all right, being more spiritual than carnal. Because if you have a woman, you care for the things of this world, all right, to please your woman. And same thing with the woman to the man. You see, so being more spiritual is what the scriptures are telling you, man. It says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. And what is that? The kingdom of heaven. All right, the spirit. You can't physically see the spirit coming into you and going into brothers and jumping on certain brothers to speak up and say things. You can't see the spirit do that. All right. Now you can see it through the flesh, the way they start moving afterward. All right. You can see like a light come into them, and you can experience it too, but you can't physically see it. Why? Because it's eternal. Same thing with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You can't physically see that wisdom, knowledge, understanding being transmitted into your mind, being held there. All right. Remembering whole entire verses. You see, precepts. You can't see that. You can't see Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. But that's eternal life, man. You can't see the kingdom right now. All right. But the third temple is being built right under people's noses. You see? And that's a spiritual thing. And that's what we have to go for. Spiritual things. Not being so carnal. Not going after fleshly things. You see? Putting away the old man. So this is 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be in Mashiach, he is a new creature. You see? So once you come into this truth, you start clearing away those things of this world. You see, you stop caring for the things of this world. You see, before I came into the truth, I would smoke cigarettes and lust, stuck in lust. All right. And we were all wicked once before, you see. And whenever I came into the truth, what I experienced, I had came into the truth. I was still coming into the truth. I would go out with the brother in San Angelo, and I was still learning. And we all still are learning. I'm not saying that I'm all knowledgeable, but at that time, whenever I had gotten really serious, was during the Pesach. All right. Now, during that time, all right, Salakia. During that time, all right, after I performed the ceremony and everything, I just went, after I got done, all right, I went to sleep. And when I went to sleep, all right, I felt demons jumping on me. All right, they were trying to come back. All right, because when I came heard about the truth, I stopped eating pork. All right, I started making changes, and it was a quick thing. All right, it didn't take me no year, to get into the groove of not eating pork and this and that. It was immediate. All right, same thing with smoking cigarettes. That same day that brother had told me, I have never listened to anyone in my life. All right, but that day that brother told me, you're the temple of the Most High, so why are you harming it with smoking? And I was scared out of my mind, man. So I went outside and before I even smoked, I looked at it and I just put that shit away. I threw that shit on the table, So putting away that old man is something that we need to be working on, because we're not going to be perfect, you see, but we are going to start trying to fix that, as soon as we come into this truth. It says, that's why it says he is a new creature, you see. It says old things are passed away, behold, all things are become new, you see. So one, in the kingdom, all things will become new, all right, and we won't have to have tablets with the law, statutes, and commandments to follow after, because that'll be written in our hearts. All right, that's just going to be an immediate thing, you see. It says all things are of Yahweh, who hath reconciled us to himself. All right, let me read that one again. It says, and all things are of Yahweh, the Most High, who hath reconciled us to himself by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Now, when you reconcile, that means you were that means you were with him before. All right, an antonym of reconcile would be divorce. All right, split apart. Now, how can you get a divorce? Who has he married? Israel. Israel was his woman. All right, his wife. That's whom he looked at as his. You see? So Israel was the one that's being reconciled. All right, let's look at that word reconcile, Salakia. Let's look at that word reconciliation. And it says katalasso. It says to change, exchange as coin for others of equivalent value, to reconcile those who are at variance, return to favor with. All right, return to favor with. And who has he favored? Israel. That's why Israel went against Edom. Israel went against Hamites, Moabites, Ammonites. All right, he went against everybody else. That's why they're called heathen, which means other nations. You see, and Gentiles basically means it can mean the heathen, but it could also mean Israelite foreigners. You see, and then that's where the difference starts to come in. It says return to favor with, be reconciled to one, to receive one into favor. All right, let's look at that word reconcile, which I already have it set right here. All right, it says to cause, all right, a person to accept or be resigned to something not desired, to win over to friendliness, cause to become admissible, to compose or settle, to bring into agreement or harmony, make compatible or consistent, to reconsecrate a desecrated church, cemetery, etc. All right, and we were a desecrated people. You see, so we're being reconciled to the Most High, to restore. All right, number 6, it says to restore. You see, and excommunicate or penitent to communion in a church. All right, so we're being restored. You see, because if you look at the thesaurus and you go down to the antonyms, it says to fight and say irritate. All right, we irritated Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, with going off, upset, argue, confused. And we were made confused because we went against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, to disagree. We disagreed with how he handled things, and we paid the consequence. All right, we wanted to be our own people. Down here it says refuse, and then down here is the one I wanted to get, divorce. All right, to divorce someone. If you divorce, that means you had to be together at first. And who was with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai? Israel. All right, so Israel's being reconciled. You see, nobody else, just Israel. It says, hath given to us this ministry of reconciliation. All right, to wit, that Yahweh was in Mashiach reconciling the world unto himself. You see, and who is that world? That world is Israel, world without end. All right, let me see if I can get that in Isaiah. This is Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. You see? So who is he reconciling with? Israel. It says world, which means cosmos, inapt or harmonious arrangement or constitution, order, government, ornament, decoration, adornment, the arrangement of the stars, the heavenly hosts, as the ornaments of the heavens, the world, the universe, the circle of the earth, the inhabitants of the earth, men, the human family, the ungodly multitude, the whole mass of men, alienated from the Most High Yahweh, and therefore hostile to the cause of Mashiach. All right, so who was hostile towards Mashiach? The Israelites. Why? Because of the Gentiles, which were the outcasts of Israel. All right, being reconciled to the Most High Yahweh. The whole circle of the earth, goods, endowments, riches, advantages, pleasures, an aggregate or general collection of particular of any sort. All right, so who are the particulars? All right, the whole world. So who are the specifics? Would be the Israelites. A Gentile as constrated to the Jews. All right, but it's talking about Israelites. You see? So going back, it says, not imputing their trespasses unto them, and hath committed unto us the word of reconciliation. You see? So that's only given to a specific people. You see? So all that John 3:16, John 3:15 and 16, all right, all those, love is not talking about that, man. You see? So we have to put away the old man, that old way of thinking that the Christians had put into our minds, and really start reading. All right, like scripture say, blessed is he that readeth. You see? So now that you have this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, let no man take thy crown. All right? So that means even yourself. Don't let yourself fool yourself, man. Don't let the flesh get you. So be more spiritual and be less carnal, all right? Because the carnal things in this world, all right, the fleshly things of this world are going to perish, but the spiritual things are eternal. So with that, Akim, I want to say shalom to you sincere sisters, shalom to you sincere brothers out there, and as always, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakak Wadash, and give me double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to our teachers. I say shalom, peace and blessings.